everyone, welcome back to Tipsy Tuesday. This is Jamie and I am here to show you how to make this cute little ornament nail. This one is great because you can do it in any kind of combination of colors. Here I'm going to be showing you it with Emerald Envy, Sublime, and Red Stiletto, but you could use any combination of different reds that you like, other greens. You can do even blues would be pretty, like if you did Siberian Shimmer with maybe Smoky Sky and our Sailor's Night, that would be really pretty. You could do glitters, you can do plains, any combination would be great. But I'm going to show you this one here. I think it's fun if you celebrate Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a nail that has been prepped with 2 coats of Lovey Dovey. And to complete this look, I'm going to start with the biggest daughter in the creativity kit. Okay, it's this big one here. I'm going to start out by doing the biggest ornaments. I'm going to start out with my Emerald Envy. So I'm just going to rub my dotting tool right into the green polish, and then I'm going to kind of do it a little bit off center. I'm going to put my daughter down, make a dot, and then just circle it out a little bit till I get to the size that I want it to be. Okay, try and keep it round if you want round ornaments. If you'd like them to be a little bit oblong, you can adjust that shape. Okay, so I'm going to put down one large Emerald Envy dot, and I'm going to put a smaller one on this side. So I'm not going to push it as hard, and I'm not going to circle it out as much. Okay, when I'm happy with the size and shape of my green dots, I am going to cure the polish. Okay, so I'm happy with those. I'm going to stick them into my light, and I'm going to cure that polish. While that's curing, I am going to clean off my dotter. Okay, and if you haven't used the dotting tool yet, an easy way to clean off the dotter is to just dip a paper towel into some rubbing alcohol and just wipe. Okay, you see me kind of spinning that around, and it takes all the polish off, makes a nice clean dotter, and it gets it ready for the next color. I am going to do the next color. I'm going to use the light green color. In this case, I am using Sublime. You can mix a light green color by adding yellow to Emerald Envy if you don't have Sublime, and maybe a tiny touch of white. The nice thing about our polishes is that they're very easy to mix, so if you want to do that, it's not a problem. All right, so my dark green dots have cured. I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to go slightly over to the left and up a little bit from the Emerald Envy dot to put in my first big green, light green dot. Okay, and these are going to be the ornaments. So again, try and get them as round as you can. Again, nothing is permanent until you cure. So if for some reason you don't like the placement or where it ends up, you can change it. Okay, then I'm going to go down to, I'm going to go straight down from this dot, the dark green dot, and kind of down right about here. And I'm going to make one a little bit bigger than this guy over here, but not too much bigger. And then I'm going to go back into my polish, and I'm going to put another green one right over here on this side, a little bit smaller than the other ones. Okay, and when I'm happy with the size and shape, again, I am going to go in and cure my polish. So it's going to go right into my light. And it's going to be cured. So like I said before, if you wanted to do a fun change up on the colors and do non-traditional colors, that would be a really fun way. You know what would be even pretty too is to do it with a lovey-dovey background and then do pinks, sparkles. Maybe you could do Wisterian Grove, Maya's Cheeks, Witchcraft. So it'd still be kind of a Christmas but non-traditional with the pink colors. That would be really pretty too. So kind of think about it as you're going through your nail art to try something different too. It doesn't always have to be the same. You can just try out something a little bit new. All right, so clean off your dotter, your big dotting tool. I'm going to go back in, and this time I'm going to use the red stiletto. You can do this with any red color you like, if you want to stick with the traditional Christmas colors, but like I said, you don't have to. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you there. Okay, so we're back in here. And now I'm going to put a very large red dot in this bottom left-hand corner. Just gonna make that one pretty big. I find kind of like the faster you go and do this and you don't kind of think about it too much, the better it looks. When I start to kind of obsess over it, then I think I overwork it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put a red dot right under here, under the Sublime one. Right, kind of in this little space. Perfect. And I'm gonna do one down here on the bottom right-hand corner. Great. And then one up here in the right-hand corner. And maybe it's like sticking off the side a little bit too. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you can have one that's kind of edging off the top as well. I think that's a nice kind of composition. It looks cute. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that as well. Okay, so what I am realizing is that when I was setting up, I did not put my silver out. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to use the silver to put the ornament tops on. Now, if you're not a silver kind of person and you'd like to do this with gold, go right ahead. Totally up to you. Okay, so I'm just going to put out a little bit of chandelier. That's curing. Put a little dot out here. We don't need too much. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and get out a different dotter. This is the long-handled tool, and it's kind of got like a pointy dot on the end. I'm going to use that one to put both the ornament hangers and the little part right at the top of the ornaments on. Okay, so here's my stick now. It looks cute. You could even leave it just like this and then be done if you didn't want to make them ornaments. But to continue on and make them ornaments, you just dip your skinny dotter tool right into the silver and then just put a little tiny bit, kind of doing it like in the shape of a small square. See if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see. You do this one here. Okay, here we go. So I just touch it and I make like a little square at the top. Did you see that go on there in that shape? Let me see if I can go in even a little closer. Watch this big green one. So I go in, I go across to the right, and then I come back down. See how it looks like a little square at the top? And by the way, I am wearing a magnifier to see this a little bit easier. So that's why I don't show you what I look like when I am doing these videos, because I have this gigantic magnifying helmet on. It seems like it's kind of crazy, but it makes it a lot easier to see what I am doing on these tiny little nails. And these nail sticks are actually bigger than my regular nails, so it definitely helps me see what is going on. Okay, so each little ornament now looks like a little ornament because it has that little tiny square on top of it. Before I mess it up, I am going to go right into the light and cure that. Okay, so the last thing we have is to put the little lines down on the ornaments. Now, you can do this any number of ways. If you're comfortable with this tool, you can use this tool. If you are not comfortable with this tool, you can take an old junky paintbrush. You can see this guy here. Look what I did to the end of it. Can you see it here? Where is it? There we go. Do you see how skinny I cut that? I cut all the extra bristles around it off. Let's see if we can get that to focus on here. And I cut almost every single bristle off, so it is super, super skinny. You can do that as well if you want to make a nice tiny skinny brush. Our creativity set does not have a brush that is that skinny, so I had to kind of improvise and make one. But I'm going to start out with this tool that I was still using. I'm going to stick with the same one. I'm going to go into the black Raven's Kiss. To focus here. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start above where I see the little square, And I'm just going to drag a tiny bit of black polish down. Okay, I'm going to set it down on the ground here. Keep it nice and steady. I think the hardest part is keeping everything steady so that you can do it without your hand shaking. So if you keep your hand kind of on the ground or on your desk and then just drag a little bit of polish down, you're going to end up with a nice skinny little line. So just kind of imagine where you would have the polish, you would have the hanger hanging. And if there's a place where it goes behind the other one, just drag a little bit of a line down behind it. Okay. There's one over here, so I'm going to turn my nail over here. There we go. Another one over here. And another one over here. Okay. So if any of them come out that you don't kind of like the thickness of the line, you can try it again with a really tiny skinny brush like I said on the other one. No big deal, but when you're happy with it, you can go ahead and cure it. And then after you're done, coat everything with a coat of Clearly Frisky, and your ornaments will stay for you for, I'm sure, quite a long time until you're ready to change them up for the next mani. All right, so I hope you enjoyed learning how to paint some ornaments with me today. Have a great day, and I will see you again on our next Tipsy Tuesday. Bye-bye.